Hey, hey, good evening, you guys. How is everybody tonight? I hope you're doing well and glad you come to hang out with me. Let's see if I can get everything situated as usual. Let's make sure you can all see. We're going to do a little painting, and we are also of course, going to add some of these great little chalk transfers to it. So, let's see here. So we're going to do a couple different sizes. And one of the things then we're going to do is when they're finished, we're going to, if you're going to share my post or sprinkle the love, as they call it, then you will have an opportunity to win the finished product. So, come on in, say hello. Let me see who's here with me tonight. Why, there's Darlene and Michelle. Hi, ladies. So good to see you guys. So, tonight I've picked out a couple different designs. And I'm going to step out here on a little branch because you guys know I love some black and white colors only. So let's see if I can do some things that are a different color. So one of these little breadboards, I'm going to do this green because it's eucalyptus is what the color is. But it is, oh, you can see all of my mess. I've got a camera over there and all kinds of stuff. But that's okay. It's all good. So, I was taking some pictures of some transfers a while ago, and so I brought my camera down. So this is a eucalyptus green, and this is just a little 1/4 inch board that I cut, and I love to try out different type boards and surfaces, and I'm probably going to paint the front and the back on this one, but just not tonight because I'm thinking it would be super cute painted on both sides, and I could put a different transfer on either side. So I'm just going to twist my little brush in there. And when I was talking about foam brushes the other night when I was painting, I was talking about using these, doing the side edges first, because with the brush this takes forever, and it took me forever to figure out how easy foam brushes are. And these were actually some very cheap foam brushes. I had gotten them to do pinners, and then when pinners got canceled, I was like, I have a lot of brushes, but I use a lot of brushes, so it's all good. But foam brushes are definitely your friend. Hi, Tina and Carol. How are y'all tonight? So let me scoot these over just a little bit because we don't want all of our breadboards here to be green. So I'm going to go ahead and set that down. This is just a chalk paint. Of course, you can use acrylic or chalk or whatever you want to. And I plan to do some little kits. So if you're not a designer and you're in my Let's Create group, then I'll be adding some little kits in there soon. So this, I love this color of green. It reminds me of the old time kitchen stuff. And a lot of you probably know I collect the colored Pyrex, like mixing bowls and serving bowls. But I don't just collect them, we also use them. That's what I use all the time in my kitchen. And then on holidays, we just mix and put different stuff in different bowls, and I let the kids pick out, grandkids now, but what they want to do and what they want to use. So, oh, your kitchen is that color. I love this color. It's a very calming, pretty color. And I love it too. Hey, Linda and Holly. So, I'm going to set this one aside because we're going to let that dry for just a minute. I'll set it up here amongst my mess so that you can't see it. See all of my mess. And I thought I was, something is dinging on my phone. I don't know what's going on up there. Oh well. If somebody calls, we'll just say hello, I guess. So I think this other one, I want to do just kind of a pale, this is hazelnut, because I want this to just kind of look like, kind of like a stain. I can't really do a lot of stains because they make me really sick. I can do some water-based, but I can't deal with, so that'll look just kind of like wood. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to wet my brush just a tiny bit so that it goes on much thinner and will apply just kind of like a wash. Yeah, I like that. So let me go around the edge right quick, and then I'll probably go around with the darker brown, but I want to see if this one will just kind of look like a wash, and I may have to use a darker color. Let me see if I can keep that where you can actually see what I'm doing. So, hi Jan and Danny, how are y'all tonight? So I've got just, woo, that was about a whole bunch. That was as bad as me making the octopus the other night, you guys. Did y'all see my tassel? So I didn't want that quite that much, but I want this to show some of the grain. So that's why I added a touch of water to my brush. And so, let me finish getting those edges before I get too far and can't hang on to this. So I hadn't made a tassel before until the other night. And then it's like, that looks like an octopus. So, there is no telling. It's the joys of live, isn't it? And I tell you, I like it. It is a lot less fun to be doing videos when nobody's watching, because it's like you just get bored. So, and I feel like I'm just talking to myself because I am. So when no one else is around. Shoot. So let's get just a little bit more. These are just the little sample colors that I got at Walmart because I wasn't sure what colors I would like. So that's what those little bitty jars are. The colors that I know I use a lot of. Well, and two, Walmart has been out of a lot of craft stuff, as you guys know. Apparently, people have been doing a little crafting. So, but tonight I wanted to do this one because it can be an anytime. So, don't forget to put in the comments if you pass this along to other people to watch, so I know who has. So, because I'm going to give away one of these, and I may just surprise you and paint both sides after this live is over, and then give it away. So there's our brown one. I kind of like that. That kind of does look like wood, I think. What do y'all think? So let me put the lid back on this color. And then this was a little bit bigger than the other size. So while those are drying, I'm going to go ahead and paint this one really quick too. And I think I'm going to use this darker color, brown, for it. So I told you guys, I am totally stepping out of comfort zone here tonight on color because, you know, I love some farmhouse look of just, just black and white and grays. So that's going to be a nice dark brown. I like that. But I also love how versatile these transfers are. So if I'm going to, I've seen this one on tea towels a lot, but I thought if I cut out these cute little breadboards, they would be, is that what you guys call them? Do you call them breadboards? That's what I call them. I guess they could be cheese. They could be cheese boards if you're going to have a glass of wine instead of bread. So it just depends. Of course, we're not going to eat off this one. This one's just to hang. So I think they're pretty cute. So when I was cutting them out, I just cut out different sizes. Cheese board. There you go. Cutting boards. Okay. All of those things. When I was deciding on what I was going to cut out with these, I put in I put in breadboards, and was looking at designs to see what kind of shape exactly I wanted to do. And so this is what I got from breadboards. So I've been calling them, I think when I saved the file for the cut file for them, I called them something like bread servy things or something, because I couldn't decide what they were. So I guess whatever goes, huh? Small cutting boards, yeah, cheese board cutting boards. Hey Kathy, how are you tonight? So yeah, all different stuff. So let me catch this edge, make sure, because I didn't get it all. So okay, we'll let that dry. And I like just kind of that washed look on there. And the same way with this one. But I'm going to take this same darker brown right quick and do a real quick edging on here. It gives it that little bit of shading around the edge. And oh my gosh, you guys, how quick is that? I'm not sure you can see it. Let me hold it up where you can. But it gives such an edge, just a nice little shade around it, and just kind of finishes it off. And you can do it a little heavier. You know what? I guess you guys can see okay. I've start getting a little bit darker in here, and I need to turn on different lights. And then I always like to do just a little bit up here around the circle and give it a little weathered look. And then we're going to just drag a little bit. And my brush is really, really dry right now, which is what I want. I don't want it to have hardly any paint on it. And remember to stay in the direction that you want your eye to follow. So if I go all over this, it's going to look kind of crazy. But if I stay in the direction or the grain of the wood, then it's going to totally work. So foam brushes are definitely handy. And as the paint is off of them, I mean, you can literally like scrub in areas with them to give a little more weathered, rustic type look. So I kind of like that. What do y'all think? Let's see. Hi, Debbie. Oh, Kathy, I'm glad you're doing better. Glad. So let me do a little bit more on that. Okay, so that's going to dry super fast. We're going to work on our pretty green one here while that one dries. That's one of the reasons I totally love chalk paint so much, is because of the fact that it dries so quickly. And I think this green, I think I will probably do, I don't know what kind of edging I'm going to do on that. So, you guys can give me an option on that. I'm going to go ahead and sand and make my edges a little smoother. But I like these little bread cheese boards, bread kitchen board things. And we're just going to give this, and I usually, after I get off of here, and I've done this for years, whether it was a portrait or a painting or what, I will look at whatever I'm working on, and then I decide if it's done. So a lot of times when you guys see me working on something, it's not going to be done until I'm done, you know. So a lot of times it's the next day before I feel like I look at it one more time and decide if it's finished. Okay, so let's put a little bit of wax on that. That paint still feels just a little bit cool, which tells me it's not cured all the way, but I think it will be dry enough to do this. So let me grab, got all kinds of cloths down here that I use just to add a little touch a wax, and you guys, that's just a little bit of Mim wax, and I just dip in and get a tiny bit on my cloth. I always, every time I do this, I think about when I used to brush it on, and then I'd have to wait like a day before I could do anything because I didn't know. And now I'm just like, oh, it takes just a little bit. What about a gray wash? Oh, that's a good idea, Debbie. Good idea. Carol, thanks. I like these. So let's see. Okay, this kitchen is for dancing. Which one are we going to put on which one? I do love the Baking Company. And now it always comes to decisions. So give me some color options, you guys. Let's see, because I'll probably edge this with a little bit of black, this dark brown one. So tell me some colors. I'm thinking white on this green. This is your kitchen colors, Tina. What do you think? You have any thoughts on, do we want the Baking Company on that one, or this kitchen is for dancing? So let me get this one open. And cut it apart. So as you guys know, or most of you, you can just cut apart and use whatever parts you want. I thought this one would be super cute on this little board, just as a fun little gift. Wouldn't it be cute on a little housewarming gift? So let me see which one I like on there better. Ooh, I like it on both. Let's see if y'all have any thoughts. Kathy says blue gray is popular for fall and Christmas. I love some blue gray. Girl, I am trying to not do blue. I'm trying not to do any grays. Do not help me. Because I can do blue grays and black and grays all night long. White or a little darker with a plum color. Now that's a good idea. I like that. How about we do the white on this green and then do the little feet down here with another color. Let's see. What do you think, Carol? Baking Company on the brown. That's kind of where I'm headed with that one. I kind of agree. Do you think the dark brown? I'm kind of thinking the dark brown with the white, but I like both of those. So I also thought this one would be cute, but it's almost too big for that one, so I'll have to put that on the bigger board. I've got 3 sizes of those. Okay, so let's get some white and some black. And, do you think this is Regal. Do you think that's too dark on the kitchen one? On that, let's see. Let me see if I've got some blue. Dark blue, or we could do black down there. You guys, help me out here. Help me out. Let's see. There is, what color? That's the iris color that, I think it's too bright. I think it's too bright. I got all kinds of paste colors. I'm over here spinning my wheel like the Russian roulette wheel. Now that's that blue jay is pretty. What do y'all think? Does that look like it ought to go with still have fig? That's the Regal. I don't think I have. Oh, I think you picked one I don't have. Debbie says Tina says I used currant jam with the eucalyptus before. Yeah, that would be pretty. See, you know what though? These beads have just a tan color on there. How pretty would that be? Let's see what I've got. Tomorrow, the new colors that I've ordered are supposed to arrive, and so I'll have a little more selection then. Let's see what kind of. This is a really old one. It's sand. But it's kind of, well, it's not all the way. I'm going to see if it'll work. Because I'm kind of thinking on the bottom, on the feet, I'm kind of thinking that tan would be pretty. Because see, like I said, I'm loving it on these beads. And they're about that same color. Or even a brown would be pretty on there. Okay, let's move that over. Let's move my mess over. I don't have the new Dune yet, Kathy. I cannot wait to try that, though. And almond? I don't know if I have almond. I don't have it out, but that's a good choice, too. I think the sand is pretty close to the almond. So we're going to try, I think I'm going to do this in white and then do the little footprints in the sand color, because I think it's either close to the Dune and the almond, I think, are kind of close. So let's give these a little stir or two. But my Dune color should come in tomorrow. It said it all shipped. And it's scheduled to come tomorrow, so I'm going to be chasing the UPS truck tomorrow to see, just stalking the UPS guy, and we have a very nice one, so that's always handy. So let me give this sand another spritz. This sand is been around a while, but you know, sometimes the colors just revive okay, and sometimes they don't. I mean, I've had this open for a long time, so I'm actually pretty lucky it's even doing anything. But the thing about, if I change my mind, you guys, I can totally do another color over top of it. So I never worry about that. I just go with it and see. But I do like the idea of the fig. Let me move these two over. Color as well. So let's do this. So we're going to just peel off that little backing. We're going to stick it in our little cloth to give it just a little bit of fuzz, because it's a brand new transfer. So this is one of our new ones from the catalog, and that just gives a little fuzz on the back, so it just won't adhere too much. We want it to adhere, but we don't want it to not come off. So let's see where we're going to put that. And you guys know I measure everything. I'm like, that has to be exactly. Sometimes I probably should measure. And let's see, I think we're going to put this one down here. Let me stick it on our cloth for just a second. A couple times to make it a little less sticky. I love that the transfers are sticky, because then you can use them so many times. I'm almost thinking that needs to go up a little higher, so I'm going to just set that right there for now. And make sure I'm putting it back on. You always want to put those on the shiny side. And I'll eventually put these just back on sheets. I love the backing sheets. Do you guys use the backing sheets, or have you seen those, just the full-size sheet? Love, love, love those. Okay, so let's do this in white, and I kind of sort of need a squeegee over here. Oh my gosh, I've got to watch where I lean. I'm about to stick my shirt and everything all the time. Thankfully, it wasn't ink. And you know, this sand color, I think will be pretty on that brown too. Maybe some brown and black. Okay, let's do a little white right quick. And let me grab my glasses. You know what? I forgot to hold this up, because you guys know that's how I look and see if it's straight. If I hold it up, I can see what's going on better. Okay, now there we go. So you guys know this just takes a little bit, and I'm going to take most of this back off. And I love that our paste is thick enough where it doesn't bleed under, but yet it works so beautifully. So let me put that back. And I think it's time to start making some Christmas gifts. And one day this week, I'm going to do a neat little ink project with one of our new transfers. This kitchen is for dancing. That's so pretty. So in the past, we have always stuck our transfers over here in a water bath. Well, our transfers are changing. So from now on, they're going to be a more environmental friendly they're going to still stick a whole bunch of times, but you don't want to just leave them in a water bath. So from now on, I'm just going to like stick them over here to the side of my table, and then I'll take them and wash them off. So let's do this dancing right here. So those will start changing over without us even knowing it. So as they get new product in, some of them will be a water-based transfer. And when I was in Utah, I got to feel those, and they don't have the same smell, which is part of what they're getting rid of, but they were super sticky. They were great quality, and they also seemed like they were a little bit thicker. But we got to feel them and touch them and make sure they were going to work perfectly, and I believe that they will. Since they're water soluble, you're not going to want to leave those in your water bath any longer. So let's do just a little bit of this sand down here. And later, if I want to, I can come back and do a black over it or a different color to kind of overlay. But I think that is very sweet, very subtle and sweet. So I will I'm going to highlight the edges of that when I decide on what color I'm going to highlight with. That's always key. So let me move that transfer because I'm going to try to get in the habit of not just letting them sit in the water anymore, because we want environmental friendly and good stuff for sure. So I need to find a darker green or brown. Maybe the brown would work around this one too, you guys. What do you think? Let's find out. I'm all in. What do you think? I'm going to need to put a little bit more brown on there. I love giving a nice little edge. It just kind of finishes it off. And I'm going to be careful so that I don't edge where I've already painted. And I usually always like to just hit the sides as well and just give it a little bit more of a finished look. A lot of times I use black to do my edging because I'm usually doing a nice gray or white or gray and white wash. So let's do this right quick around the edge. We want the edge to look a little worn, and then we want that part to look a little worn. And after this dries, I may take this dry brush and do a little bit more and actually swipe completely across, because you can do that with the chalk paste. You can go right on across there, and you can even sand the paste lightly. So if I'm doing 2 layers of something, I kind of like that, you guys. What do y'all think? If I'm doing 2 layers, a lot of times I will sand the first layer. Like if I'm doing the truck and I've done it one color and then I want getting ready to do the next color, well, I will sand that first layer because the chalk paste has a little bit of texture to it because it's a thicker product. So if you sand that first layer, it will make it a little bit smoother if you're going to put a second layer on. So, but I love the look of some sanded color as well. Hey, Ann. So this one, since it's a nice dark brown, let's see, what were we going to put on this one? Oh, okay, Carol, which one were we going to put the baking company on? Because I think we're going to put the baking company next. Should it go on this little one as well? It's just about the right size for the little one. But it would also look nice on this one. So, let's see what y'all think. Not just Carol, but just anybody. She was just giving her thoughts on it a while ago, which I love. So, let me, while I'm deciding, I'm going to add a little bit of black to this board because I want it to have a little bit of edging as well. So this is just some black chalk paint and tiny bit, and then we'll sand it to get all these blended together. But this will definitely give it a nice little worn look like we did the lighter brown. And I really like that lighter brown. I like using paint to look like stain, you know, just doing a wash, because for one, like I said, I'm totally allergic to a lot of oil-based stains. Someone can bring me something into my shop that they've stained with oil base, and I have to take it out. I mean, even if they've already done it. I thought for a while that it could already, you know, if they had done it, it wasn't going to affect me, but no such luck. Move all that over. Okay, so let me get just a little bit more black. Carol says the smaller one. I agree, Carol. I think that is what we're going to do. Let me finish this, getting this one a little weathered so it can be drying, and then we're going to do the baking company on that one. I think that would be super cute as well. Well, Anne, I'm glad you tuned in for a little bit, or a long bit, or however. So I've been anxious to do these, and I've also got some cute other things cut out that we're gonna do that's totally different, and I'm excited about that, because you guys know my little brain, sometimes I can't go to sleep at night because I am thinking about this stuff. I know that I should go to sleep. And side note, if you use your brush on its side, you're going to get less paint, and that will give you a little bit of texture and color on here without being overpowering. So I want it to just look kind of worn, and then I'm going to sand some of this back off. But some nights I can't go to sleep because I have like I'm like, ooh, I should do this, or ooh, I should do that. Let's see, darling. Oh, I'm glad leather doesn't affect me, but I totally get what you're saying, because anything that has a strong odor like that, I totally cannot handle. And like I said, even if somebody else has done it and they bring it into the shop, I have to take it back out because it's like too much allergies. Ooh, I like that one, you guys. What do y'all think? That looks like an old vintage cutting board or bread or cheese board or whatever, doesn't it? Pretty nifty. I like it. I like it. What do y'all think? So that was just a little black chalk paint, and it was the ink color, which is one of my favorite ones. Dust that off. Okay, we're going to set that over there while it's drying, and we're going to do this one. I like doing 2 or 3 at a time because we can just rotate them around and get different ones, and I don't have to use that little dryer. Oh, good. I'm glad y'all like it. Good. Okay, color. Are we going to do a white on this baking company, or are we going to do... Now, Darlene she does a lot of color. I am not, unless I'm painting, a lot of color person. So this is like totally me right here. This muted tones and all that. So, hey, Britt, how are you and those little baby girls? Baby girl. Babies. So, okay, let's put this one on. I'm almost thinking of black on this. You guys think that would be too dark? Or should I do a white? This is just such a pretty little transfer. I really like this one. And I like the outline around there, the little border. I think that's very nice. This is just a nice little transfer, I think. So let's press it all on. I know, and you do so good with your colors. I get, you know, and one of these days I'm gonna just show y'all, like some of you have seen, I actually can do color. So Brittany knows I can do color, and Carol, because they've been here in my shop. But I really lean toward the other. Yeah, I think you are a glitter person too. Kathy, I love it. Now listen, I love some glitter during the holiday time. I am super excited tomorrow to get my glitter, my new, well, they call them shimmer colors, but I call them glitter colors. My new glitter colors are gonna come in. Totally excited about those. So I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow night because I'm so excited about having those colors. Sand, I think that's too muted. I think we should do some black on this one. I think I'm gonna have to go with black. Oh, good, Anne. I'm glad I'm not the only one who likes those muted backgrounds and colors. I really do love this green. And I'm gonna do some, you guys are gonna be shocked because, yeah, totally shocked because I'm gonna do some, I've got some cute cutouts. I'm not gonna tell you what they are yet, but they're gonna be similar to some of my Pyrex stuff. And I haven't got it all figured out, but we're gonna do some colors, baby. We are gonna do some color that is very, very bright and bold for me. Let me just tell you, just warn you. Okay, let's grab another squeegee. So we're gonna just do a little swipe all over with this, and I got like 3,000 times too much paste. And oh gosh, you guys, I gotta get my glasses back on so I can actually see this stuff. I'm not saying I'm getting old, but I kind of need to be able to see what I'm doing. Even though the eye doctor told me when I was 39, he's like, yeah, you're 39, your eyes are going to start failing from now on. I was like, excuse me? Thank you so much for sharing that with me. And he was right. He was right. I need my glasses. That's all right, though. Every day is a gift from God, I think. So I just keep on going and enjoying. Okay, there's all of our black. Let's put back this extra right quick. And sometimes I leave it on just a second or two longer because it gives it a little more drying, but you got to be careful not leave it too long. But if I let it dry just a little bit longer, oh, you guys, that's so pretty. I love that on there. That is like the perfect size for that, isn't it? You made a good choice, Carol. That was perfect size. But if I leave stuff a little bit longer, sometimes it gives a little more weathered, dried effect, and I like that. And so let me clean my edges here just a little bit and get some of that black paste back in there because we don't want our paste to ruin. But I love that. What do y'all think? I think that is very, very neat. Very neat. That I love that background. So, like I say, Carol, that was a good choice. I think that, and that transfer could not fit on there more perfectly. And I don't even know what size that is. I just cut out different sizes because I didn't really know what I was going to use it for. Oh, Kathy, I think that's a great idea. The rooster and the shimmer colors. Ooh, so pretty. You'll have to post a picture. So let me get this put away. And then I don't think we're going to do this other one tonight because I think I may do the baking company on it, or I haven't really decided. I'm going to do something. And I've actually even been thinking about this one. It's not wide enough for this, but I've actually been thinking about doing it long ways. and just doing those 3 because I like the look of the lettering just being long ways sometime. Let's just do it, because you know what? I can cut out another one of these. Let's just do it and see. Let me give this a quick sanding, because, you know, that's the best way to find out. So, the best way to see. So let's just give that a little sanding and just kind of rub the edges a little bit. And then again, we can do it a little bit more afterwards if we want. Let me wipe that off, because chalk paint does have a little dust to it. So we'll just do this one too, because I like that. Let me grab a little bit more wax on here right fast. This board is nice and smooth, but since these transfers are really new, I don't think I can get them a wax, y'all. Bad as the octopus. There we go. So when the transfers are pretty new, they're pretty sticky, like I was saying. So I'm going to give just a little bit of sprig of, and it also just enhances your color, and I love that too. So makes your transfers go a long time, and then just buff it off. Buff it right off, girl. Okay. So let's get that back out of the way. Let's see. Well, thank you, ladies. I liked how that one turned out too. Ooh, I hope I didn't mess it up. Nope, I didn't. So let's do this one in white. You know what? This one might just make a very cute set. You never know. You never know till you just put it out there. So I'm going to lay this on top so that my extra part of my transfer goes off. But I do like a lot of the lettering. Nope, that doesn't look good. This way looks good. I do like a lot of the lettering when they're just used lengthwise. So that's the effect we are going for here. Let's see if I can get this, because I like doing just different sizes of wood pieces and then seeing what fits on them. And because then it's kind of like a surprise when it comes out. And I always send a picture to my husband and go, look, it worked. He's my partner and bestest friend, as they say. Let's see. I don't think I got that. Let me check and see if that's pretty straight, because this one needs to be pretty straight, y'all. It'll be noticed. Okay. So, and I'm going to do this. Oh, good. And yeah, I can't wait for you to get it either. I was so happy to get the transfers. Now I'm waiting on the rest of it. But always so much cute stuff. And I love all the little tick marks, I always call them in there, the little weathering look that I don't have to do, that they do for me and make me look good. Okay, white it is. White it is on this. And we're going to just do this all the way down really quick. And we'll have a beautiful little kitchen set to choose from here. Or we can use several of them together. The browns, I think, would be great together. And since I did a brown outline on the green, it might be nice. So I need to put them all together and see what they look like. But I'm going to give 1 or 2 or maybe 3 away. I don't know. So watch for the post. And if you shared it, you'll get an entry. And I'm going to put them up when they're finished, and you can share that one and get another entry. Okay. And if you would like a catalog, you can put catalog in the comments or message me, or message me your address, and I'll pop one in the mail to you. I've got a few I need to get out today. Well, tomorrow now, because it's already late. Okay, let's see what our white looks like on here. Oh, cute. Cute, you guys. I love these transfers. I never get tired of that peeling it off thing, and it's like, oh, so cute. So, let me move that out of the way. And I've got just a tiny bit of white over here, but you guys know that'll just wipe off. How cute is that, you guys? I love that on there. What do y'all think? You're a little off center with the camera. At least for me. Oh, I am. I'm probably more than a little. So you are correct, though. I'm always a little off center with the camera. So, but I like this, you guys, and I wouldn't even have thought about that, except it just fit just right on here. So, okay, so there's our cute little boards. I love each one. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? And yeah, my camera is crooked. Let me see if I can turn it. I don't know which way it should go. I'm probably going to make it more crooked. Oh, good. Thank y'all. I'm glad y'all like them. So, I'm going to put some of these in my little Let's Create group. So if you're in there, I'll put, I'll see what transfers I have and see what transfers are going to go in. But I love this one too. I just love them all. It's never an easy choice to decide which ones. So, well, you girls, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I love all of these. This was fun and so quick. Doesn't chalk just make your life fun and easy? Oh my goodness. So, when you get your new transfers in, if you're already a designer, you're going to be on it, I know, and I can't wait to see what you do. And thanks, Tina. Thanks, Ann, Debbie. I appreciate you guys, and Darlene. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight. As you know, it's always a lot more fun. So I'm going to get off of here, call my husband, tell him good night, and go check on my bees. Thanks, Carol. Go check on my bees and see if they have had all their syrup or not yet today. And because sometimes they drink a lot and sometimes they don't. And Bill will be home in about a week, and I'm going to do another video on my bees because we're going to do a hive inspection and see how much honey is in there and all that kind of stuff. So I can't wait. But they're not being very nice right now, so I don't want to go out there and get stung by myself. Apparently, this is the time of year where they act ugly sometimes. So, so anyway, okay. Thank you guys. Have a great night, and I will see you again soon. Oh, good, Carol. I'm glad you like all three. I do too. Those were just fun. So have a great night, you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.